Monday afternoon. I didn't race this weekend, just Jake did. But I need to get my car done now because it's my important meeting this weekend. It's the World Semi-Final. So my clutch went to Sheffield after I tried to drive it back with a bent axle and put too much pressure on the clutch, so it was my own fault. So clutch is out, gearbox and bell housing's out, we're going to straighten the axle, rebuild the clutch and put it all back together. So we won't bother loading Jake's just yet. We'll perhaps load it tomorrow. Let's see how we get on with this car and get ready for the weekend. This damn coach is driving us nuts. We thought it was the fan or thermostat and the heating, and in the end we've ended up buying a new radiator. So let's see if that cures it. So we'll change everything now. Last resort. Right, middle of the week, it's Wednesday. We've just done 5 hours on that car and we've had enough, we're going home. We took the gearbox and clutch out. The clutch was all melted after I drove it off the track at Sheffield and melted the clutch. But that, this was bent here, this back axle was bent, the caliper brackets were bent and the half shaft was bent, and put it all back together and it wouldn't go round because it's bent. See how bent it is, so it wouldn't go round, so we thought the diff had gone, so we took it all apart and took the prop shaft back off, and then still wouldn't go round, and then realised it must be the half shaft, even though it was reasonably straight. It was straighter than that one, to be honest, so we put the other one back in and it goes round. So at least we've got it working. We've changed the diff oil, changed the engine oil, just got to clean the pads up, and this car's done, and we're going to go for a pint. Job done. And as for the coach, we took it for a test run last night, and it is perfect, absolutely perfect. We put a new radiator in it last night. The last thing I did, because I was trying to put it off, to be honest, because the Volvo were quoting me 1,300 quid, including that. So I was putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, because we did everything bar changing the radiator, because I didn't want to spend 1,300 quid. And then when I asked them if they got one in stock, they said, yeah, we've got one in stock, you can have it for 550 plus VAT. Great. So it's cost me 700 quid rather than, so I'm really pleased, but it's cost me less than I thought. So at least it's done, and the coach is good for the weekend. Right. Well, we've got the front of the engine off because we feel it's leaking still, leaking a couple of times this year. So we're trying to get that front mounting bracket off because we don't want to take the engine out unless we have to. This is the last resort. We've just put the clutch and bell housing back in. So the last thing we want to do is take the engine back out now. We've put all that in. We've got to get that plate out to reseal it all and put some fresh air coils in because we're just not happy with the seal. So far not very good. We're not very impressed tonight. It's not going good. It's Thursday night. What we've got tonight and tomorrow night, load up. So it's not like this. Nights like this, you wonder why you're bothering, because it's we're pretty fed up with it right now. And we've got another 3 or 4 hours work yet. We'll be here till dark tonight. We've got to get this fixed tonight if we want to be loading up tomorrow night. Wheels, tyres, everything else. Getting a bit fed up. Well, we've got the front out. We're just going to tidy up all these threads and get the right length bolts and start putting it back together. Here comes our little helper. You going to help? Are you coming to help? Come to help Daddy? Come on, Olivia. No. So it's late on Thursday night now and it's all going back together and it's been a nightmare, but we've threaded them all. It's all going back to the north tight now, isn't it, Jake? Yeah. And this is it. We're going to call it quits because it's 9 o'clock at night and we're going to go home. We've had enough now. Friday tomorrow, we're going to finish tomorrow, mate. Alright, let's go and have a pint. Right, this is my semi-final week vlog and it's been a nightmare. We've had terrible trouble. We've had more trouble this week than ever, especially when you're trying to put more work in than you normally would. But this is the best part of the day. We've rocked off. Jake's gone home. Me and Jenny just having a pint of beer on our balcony. This is our view. We're lucky to have such a view. And one more night. We'll load up, get everything ready tomorrow night. We've got to be finished. Jake's going to have a day of work, I think, tomorrow to get the cars finished because we're struggling. Right.
You're having a laugh. Age 433, it's a fine song. It's a classic from ELO and Mr. Blue Sky on Greatest Hits Radio, which will play for everyone going to the World Semi-Finals for Formula One stock cars in not-so-sunny Kings Lynn this weekend. This is Jenny and Team Harry and Solihull. We're going to be cheering and hollering for husband Nigel It's going to be a wet track, plenty of crashing, methinks. Come on, Nigel, is the message. 61054. First word has to be Simon.
Stop, 345, that'll do. Stop, 345. 345, that'll do. Shaky's number. I said, buy a coach, it'll be fun. Look at that, 345 quid, Shaky. It's 4:45 and we're here. We're unloaded. And looks like we're all ready to start racing, so it's time to get changed. And I'm not nervous in the slightest. Wait to get changed, that's when the nerves kick in. Right, let's get ready to rumble. Wow, that looks fast, fantastic. Let's get ready. Right, Frankie, you're on the front, right?
Yes.
Have you got any advice to a young yellow top at the back?
Oh, he's the one. No. Oh, you mean you? An old yellow top at the back.
Oh, no,
yeah, keep your nose clean. Just do some laps. You're getting a bloody qualifying place. That's all you got to do.
Keep going.
No heroics, no idiocy. Just nice and steady.
How many of these have you done now?
Don't know. A few.
32 you
I
said?
don't know. It's got to be near 30, I would have thought. I think Lundy's done 40 next year.
Next week?
Next week, yeah.
Next week?
Yeah, next week, sorry, yeah. I think it's 40.
So do you plan anything? Do you plan it? Seriously, do you just...
It's a race, isn't it?
Just
You know what I
race
mean?
it.
You haven't
But
got
you're
a
on
clue
pole.
what's going on. I'm on pole, yeah. You know, I'll just go and see what happens.
Good luck.
Can't do anything about it, can you?
Good luck. Right, Paul. Have you got any advice for a young yellow top at the back of the grid?
Oh, it's in the race. Oh, yeah. Buckle up and hold tight. Get your foot down. Yeah, be alright. Keep up with me.
How many of these have you done?
This is probably 25, 26, might even be 30, I'm not sure. I stopped counting when I got to mid-20s. Start counting down. So another 2 or 3 years and we're back to teens again.
Good luck.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I'll put
Good luck
you.
to Jake as well. I hope he does well.
No, he's not in the semi.
I
He's
thought
not
he
now.
was. I thought that's what he
He's
meant.
not. No, me. Not me.
Oh,
Well,
you-
young yellow
Are you actually in the semi on the back? Good lad. Yeah, good finger in. Follow me. Chuck an anchor. Keep up.
Alright.
See you out there.
Right, Paul.
Come on,
Cheers.
then.
Yeah. All getting ready. Come on, Woo! What will be. I don't know what to say. I just don't know why I bother. I've spent hours and hours and hours on that car this week, and I got to the first bend, put my foot down, and it just didn't spin, just didn't go. One of the wheels spinning, the other wheel isn't spinning, so the drive shaft is broken or not connected, or the diff has gone. I didn't even start. There was cars spinning everywhere in front of me. I'd have easily got in the top 12 on the first lap, just by driving through the carnage, and one wheel was spinning, the other one wasn't. There's supposed to be locked rear diff and one wheel wasn't going down, so I'm distraught. Just can't believe it. All the work we put in. And Jake said to me last night, he says, just drop the wheels on concrete, just spin the wheels on the concrete, Dad. But that's after I put the car away, and I didn't do it, and I should have got the car back out and done that, and I would have had that. Oh, I can't believe it. I'm good. There it is. Look. Snapped. So that's what it was. Put a new one in now, and consolation next race. Try again. Yeah, my race is over though, too late for me, innit? There you go. We haven't done a half shaft in 3 years, have we, Jake? 3 years on heavy duty diffs, heavy duty gun dual half shafts. We haven't broke one in 3 years, and I broke one on my first lap of the semi-final. Gutted. must admit that's put a smile back on my face because I got second behind Cal. I got to the front and led it for I don't know how long, and Cal got me. I was catching him those 5 laps. Didn't know it was last lap, and the boards are like, he might as well hold his fingers up because the boards are tiny. I couldn't see what lap we were on, and I didn't know it was last lap. So disappointed I was second, but pleased I'm second, and I'll finish on a good note because that's it. The car's heating up too much now, and I think the radiator's under pressure, so I think it might be a head gasket. The back wheel I'm sitting on now smoking, so I think it's leaking oil from that seal we've just done on this half shaft. And my exhaust is missing. My exhaust fell off. So I can't go out without silence anyway, so that's meeting over for me. But I finished on a high. I've had a second place. Shame I didn't get a trophy, but call it a day. That's it. We've got to load up. There we go. Disappointed I didn't do well in my first race, but oh well. There we go. That's racing. We're home. It's 3 AM. I can't sleep. I'm wide awake. I'm coughing because of all the dust. My head aches. Proper stock car driver. That's how we feel when we get home, pretty much. Disappointed. Semi-final, well, yeah, of course I'm disappointed. But if you look at Frankie, he's the most experienced driver out there. And he had problems too. He didn't finish. He had a problem with the fuel getting into the carb, I think, with the non-return valve, which is a problem I've had before. So a silly problem for the most experienced driver. So for me to have a shaft break on the first lap was just nothing I could do about that. It's just bad luck. I'm more disappointed about not winning my heat, really. I'm just, the consolation rather, I was delighted to come second, but to win would have been fantastic. Would have been fantastic, so would have made my day. But I genuinely didn't see the signs. The signs, he must have been putting his fingers up because he's got boards out for the last 5 laps and they're really pathetic. He might have write his number on the back of a fag packet because it'd be as much use. Or wave a yellow flag like they do in Speedway, or a white flag like they do in America for the last lap. It's just, you know, I didn't know it was last lap, and it took the chance of me having a go last lap, and was obviously the spectator seeing the last lap challenge. So maybe we need a flag. Anyway, that's the end of my vlog, and I think we've got a month off now with Tarmac. So hope you enjoyed that. A lot of people come and said hello to me tonight, so they've been enjoying my vlogs. So thank you. See ya.